First tonight, Victoria's Chief Coroner has made a damning attack on the Department of Human Services over the death of a 14-year-old boy. Only identified as Aaron, the teenager took his own life in 2008 after enduring years of abuse, sleeping on the streets and openly self-harming. 14 notifications were made to DHS since Aaron was a toddler. None of them were properly followed through. The coroner found Aaron's death might have been avoided had the Department of Human Services done its job properly. No one from DHS was available to speak to us today. I spoke instead to Kevin Zabel from the peak body for child welfare organisations. Well, Kevin Zabel, thanks so much for joining us.
Pleasure, Josie.
The State Coroner, Jennifer Coate, has basically found that DHS could have helped save this young boy's life and has been scathing in her criticism of the department. Is this, in fact, the harshest criticism you've seen a coroner direct at DHS?
I wouldn't say it's the harshest, Josie, but it's certainly comes at a time when I think DHS is under pressure, and I think it's a lot more visible than perhaps previous ones have been.
The coroner, in fact, described the number of notifications that this child known as Aaron received as extraordinary. How, in fact, is it possible that a young boy could receive 14 notifications over 12 years and the department fail to act?
I don't think it's extraordinary. I think that that there are lots of cases where there are multiple notifications for children throughout the system, and there are reasons for that, and some of them are valid reasons, and some, as in this case, have tragic consequences, it seems.
So this is actually not unusual, you're saying?
Not unusual for someone to have 14 notifications, I wouldn't have thought.
But the problem with this is that they weren't followed through and they were serious notifications. How does the department just let this one slip through the cracks?
Yeah, look, I can't say how that happened, and that wasn't in the coroner's report that I read. The coroner focused on the final notification and the events surrounding that. What I would say is that as a system, I don't think we've responded well, and I'm being inclusive in the system there, to instances of cumulative harm. And I think that this case is an example of instances of cumulative harm where there have been